gentlemen, he is the problem child, Jake El Gallo Paul! Making his entrance to the ring, the challenger, AJ Anthony Joshua!
Striking coach, man I've known for over 20 years, and our unofficial scorer, Sean Wheelock, gave the opening round to the returning legend.
Here we go, live.
A close fight, so you don't...
For AJ not having it on his own.
I think both guys actually take it on.
Ching two.
Body back. There's the left hand.
Got it fairly wide, haven't you, Carl? I know Tony Bellew has too. I've seen Anthony Joshua so fast. Left, right, comes
To it, his age, yeah, he's been pretty busy. Look at it.
That's half.
Anthony Joshua. The Joshua.
Answers with the right hand.
Left from the guard.
Oh, good uppercut there.
Joshua misses with the right hand.
The Jake Paul vs. Anthony Joshua showdown unfolded like a slow-cooking heavyweight drama. The kind of fight where tension builds inch by inch, every second feels heavier than the last, and nothing is handed over easily or without resistance.
Anthony Joshua, as we all know, never been down, amateur or pro. But there's some
It's those a lazy jab. That's what you want.
That was silver.
very loose. To play a part in this.
From the opening bell, Jake stepped out loose and confident, light on his feet, snapping quick shots, trying to dictate rhythm and prove he truly belonged in that ring. Joshua stayed tall and composed, eyes sharp, stance disciplined, allowing the fight to come to him rather than forcing anything too soon.
Damn, this jab right there that really knocked Jake back.
And we see that. Only one big shot, 2 points.
The match with a right hand. So a lot of focus on Joshua's.
We're finding a pretty busy pace.
Should have the crowd like that. Traction, the glamorous. Looks in control, but up close as he tries the uppercut.
The early rounds played out like a chess match powered by strength. Jake circled, feinted, and disrupted timing while Joshua calmly judged distance, moving just enough to remind him how tight the ring feels against a seasoned heavyweight. As the round settled, punches grew sharper, clinches turned into strength tests, and the pace shifted into a battle of minds instead of speed.
Another jolting right hand sends Joshua down. Anthony Joshua floored and hurt here in the 6th round.
You could feel the arena freeze every time Joshua set his feet, and you could see Jake reach deeper whenever pressure closed in, refusing to panic, refusing to collapse. Midway through, the fight became grittier, less about narratives and more about surviving moments, managing fatigue, and making the right decisions under stress. Neither rushed. Neither cracked. Every round felt like belief clashing with experience in real time.
Very loose. To play a part in this.
Damn, this jab right there that really knocked Jake back.
And we see that. Only one big shot, 2 points.
The match with a right hand. So a lot of focus on Joshua's.
We're finding a pretty busy pace.
Should have the crowd like that. Traction, the glamorous. Looks in control, but up.
In the later rounds, sweat, breathing, and willpower told the real story, with both men leaning on composure as much as raw power. It wasn't flashy. It wasn't reckless. It was controlled intensity. Ambition colliding with heavyweight reality, keeping the crowd locked in. Not because of one explosive moment, but because the fight itself demanded an answer only the ring could provide.
Ring, it's a dangerous place to be and anything can happen. And you hope your opponent leaves the ring safely, but if they don't, you know, you still have to go to bed at night knowing that you just done your job. It wasn't personal.
I mean, yeah, look, I mean, it is a big task, but I mean, if this fight were 14 months ago or whatever, however many months ago you had the belt, then when I win, it would have been me becoming the heavyweight champion of the world. So
you would have beat me for the belt.
And you claim you're better than Tyson, all these people, so I mean, we'll see.
Before a single punch was thrown, the contrast was already clear on the scale, quietly setting the tone for the night. Anthony Joshua stepped up at a solid 243.4 pounds, looking sculpted, balanced, and intentional. Not heavy for show, but built like a heavyweight prepared for 12 demanding rounds.
243.4. 243.4. 243.4, Mr. Anthony Joshua. 243.4. I'm gonna need all media to scoot back this way, guys. All media, scoot back. Security, help me out.
There was no excess, no showboating, just the familiar aura of a man comfortable carrying size, strength, and expectation at the same time. At that weight, Joshua looked optimized for control and durability, heavy enough to impose authority, yet calm enough to stay patient. It felt less like a flex and more like a declaration that he came for real work, not spectacle, knowing structure matters as much as power. JakePaul followed at 216 pounds. Lighter, leaner, and sharp, carrying himself with the confidence of someone trusting conditioning and speed over mass. The number reflected his mindset, built on movement, rhythm, and stamina rather than brute strength, hinting at a plan driven by timing and belief in his engine.
216.6. Yeah! Absolutely dialed! You listen to me, brother! When the ring bells, I'm coming in there and I'm coming on his ass! You know who I are! I are him! Let's go!
At 216, Jake looked athletic and prepared. Not intimidated by the size gap, but fully aware of it. Choosing efficiency over bulk and precision over presence. That difference on the scale didn't feel like a flaw. It felt like a calculated risk. One based on preparation, speed, and confidence, bridging the gap against a much heavier opponent. Those numbers told a story before the bell rang. 2 bodies, 2 philosophies, 1 ring, and very different expectations. Right after those weigh-in numbers confirmed this was serious business, AJ grabbed the mic and made one thing clear: don't confuse kindness with mercy. Listening to Joshua, I thought, this isn't arrogance, this is experience speaking. He's not calling Jake foolish. He's calling him dangerous because belief matters. Underestimate a man who believes in himself and you've already made a mistake. When AJ says, you're getting the full AJ, that's not trash talk. That's a professional warning.
I think this guy's deluded.
Nah. Look, an amateur coming into the game with no experience, he's taken on some good names. They may be old, they may be from different combats in terms of MMA and so on, but he's got in the ring at a decent level, fought Tommy Fury and so on, so he believes in himself. I take it seriously, I respect it.
Yeah, but their levels, come on AJ.
No carrying, no charity rounds, no influencer shortcuts, just a methodical heavyweight doing what heavyweights do. The way he explains it is telling, like a craftsman, not a bully. Knockouts aren't accidents, they're built step by step. You don't rush them, you construct them. And when he talks about integrity, that's the message Jake fans might overlook. AJ isn't here to play hero or villain. He's here to do the job properly because boxing doesn't reward shortcuts.
The fact that you've been Olympic champion, 2-time world champion, are you going to have to carry him to make it a spectacle? Or is he going to get the full AJ?
The full. I've never gone in there and knocked someone out within 10 seconds. There's a methodical process to knocking someone out. But if the opportunity presents itself, I'm not planning on carrying Jake for 1 second more than I have to.
And yes, he leans into knockout talk with a smile because everyone knows why boxing comes alive when punches fly. This wasn't AJ glorifying violence. It was him saying, don't ask me to dilute it. At 243 pounds, with power in both hands and no interest in babysitting, he sounded like a man who knows who he is, what's expected, and how thin the line is between spectacle and seriousness. When a heavyweight speaks this calmly and clearly, that's when you stop laughing and start listening.
AJ, they want you to win by knockout. What do you make of that? People here in the States as well.
I love him. That's what we gotta do. That's what we're supposed to do. From the days of watching Mike, whether it's Foreman, Shavers, why do people love boxing? They don't love it from fighters that box 12 rounds and look great technically. They want to see people getting knocked out. It's just the game I'm in. People got to understand it. And I know people know where I'm coming from. They are like, oh my God, he's so crazy. No, they want to see knockouts. I respect it. I love it.
Then JakePaul steps up right after, sounding like someone who already made peace with destiny in his own mind. Listening to him, I thought, this is peak JakePaul energy. Half spiritual manifester, half main character mindset, fully convinced the universe signed off on his script. He isn't rattled. He isn't rushing. He talks like this moment was written into his vision years ago. Whether you believe it or not, confidence like that is dangerous because it doesn't break easily. When Jake says people don't see what he sees, I believe him. Not because he's right, but because belief like that lets you walk into chaos smiling. The Starbucks barista line was pure Jake, corny, calculated, and somehow unforgettable.
To be brutally honest, not many of them are rooting for you. Some have said to me, he's deluded. What would you say to them?
I know you got him picked. Like, that's what it is, you know. Of course, people don't believe in me. They don't see what I can do. They're not in the gym with me. So I don't blame them for having that opinion and thinking that this is a crazy fight for me. But I see something completely different that no one else sees, and they're going to get to see it in roughly 24 hours.
That's him trying to turn tension into comfort. Turning a 6 feet 6 inches heavyweight into just another character in his movie. When he talks about nerves, meditation, breathing, releasing energy, that isn't fear. That's preparation wrapped in influencer language. You might laugh, but you can't dismiss it. I also liked how he brushed off the scripted fight talk, saying this is real life, not a Netflix plot, while acting like the world might reboot around him. Here's the truth we have to accept. Jake isn't pretending this is easy. He calls it the hardest thing he's ever done. That honesty amplifies the confidence. He's not reckless. He's committed. Whether belief survives reality is another question. But walking into this moment calm, joking, and visibly unshaken tells me one thing. JakePaul might be in over his head, but he's walking in upright, smiling, and fully convinced the ending matches his vision. And in boxing, belief doesn't win fights, but it definitely makes them uncomfortable.
What would it mean if you pulled this off?
Yeah, when I win tomorrow, I mean, it's going to be an incredible moment, but at the same time, I know that it's coming. So I'll be very happy, and it'll, shock the world. People will, the world will be turned upside down. But at the same time, it'll just be proving myself right, and I will be the, face of boxing, the king of boxing, and just continue from there into more big fights.
By the end, this felt less like a simple fight and more like a stress test for boxing itself, where experience, belief, preparation, and pressure all collided in one ring to see what cracked first. One side brought years of discipline and calm control. The other arrived fueled by confidence, vision, and the refusal to feel out of place. That clash alone made every moment count. It wasn't about viral clips or flash. It was about how each man carried expectation when the noise faded and the real work began. Now I want you involved, because fights like this don't end when the bell stops. Did experience dictate the night, or did belief push the limits further than you expected? Drop your take in the comments. Debate it respectfully. And if you're rocking with this, like, share, and subscribe.